This is an overview of Lesson 9, User Interface. Following last week's lesson on user experience, this week focuses more on user interface. The students will learn about how user interface is designed and developed, again at companies like Google and startup companies. They will also then do an assignment where they study an existing company's web page, say a big company like Airbnb or Amazon, and see how they put together a user experience and a user interface. You can see that the learning objectives are learning how to create a user interface and how industry professionals design user interfaces. The videos take them through an example of, say, how homepage design is done and how to set up a checkout or a payment website for e-commerce sites. So they get specific examples of how to lay out good websites based on general principles, but they also use some specific examples. So you can see that day 1 is again devoted to watching the videos with an I do, we do, you do format. And in assignment 2, which was assigned after the first day, the students create a PowerPoint or a presentation where they analyze an existing website. You can have them do it, as it says here, you can have them do it either as video presentations that you just watch, or you can do in-person presentations where they present to the class so that the classmates can also learn about other websites and their classmates' analysis of them. Let's take a look at the assignment itself. The assignment itself, again, calls for them to go find a website that they are interested in and apply the concepts from the videos to analyze it. Like, what is the background on the company? Who are their expected users? Can you tell that from the website? What is that company's persona grid? And also look at the site for things like user flow, design of their homepage, which one of the videos covered, design of the checkout process, the sign-up process. All these things the students put together. Going back to the lesson plan itself, we can see that we provide you an example presentation that you can either use for yourself or you can share with the students. So here's an example presentation that the students might have created. It has them look at the design of Dropbox. So here we see that they give some background information on what Dropbox is. They talk about who their users are, what is Dropbox's persona grids. How do they do accessibility? What's the user flow on Dropbox? And what does some of the UI look like? So this is the overall web page for the home page. Here's the sign-up process. Here's the payment experience. All of these were covered in the videos that the students watched, and now they can apply it to Dropbox. Any kind of final summary that the students have, some citations, and that's the end of the presentation. And as we said, you can have the students do this as a video presentation just to you, or they can present to the classmates. This should be done as a team project. It's a good team building experience for the students to jointly look at a website that they picked together and jointly analyze it. The analysis process should get the students thinking about what they want their own project to look like, because that's what they start next week. So it is important that they do this together so they learn to communicate and they start to get ideas for their own site. Here we also see under the teacher resources that you have an answer key for the activity guide that they're doing on the videos, and you have a rubric for grading the assignment that we just showed you. So this concludes the kind of background on user experience and user interface. The next lessons have the students start to create the user experience and user interface for their own project.